All right. I literally just said this to my live chat on Twitch, so I'm gonna repeat it again. But somebody was asking about how to deal with the gaps. Okay, Skarlet got a lot of them, and yeah, you're gonna have to deal with stuff like this. Bam, like hold on, let me do it right. Oh no, I'm gonna die. He's gonna combo me. He's scrub 0. That's kind of what everybody's concerned about with Skarlet, but she has ways of dealing with that. One of them that I just discovered, which is actually pretty cool, is if you fight somebody who's really good at flawless blocking in the neutral. I mean, if you know anybody that can flawless block in the neutral, this actually blows it up. So there, bam. Right? Like, that's kind of, I didn't even realize that just automatically destroys it. Let's see the other one, right? We do the chilled heal, right? So boom, fuck you, right? That's pretty sick. Let me go back to the other one because that one has the range. All right, it's all about practicing with the range, and we're going to do it as fast as possible so that way you guys can see. So she has a couple of big ones, right? And there are ways of blowing that up, right? So again, if you go for something like this, right? Remember we have this one, and then so you have the 4-4. Hold on. There we go, yeah. 4-4. You get your plus frames. That's a typical Skarlet move, right? Let me get the plus frames, and then you'll go from here. You'll be at plus, and then you'll go into that. Try to jail them into that, and blah, blah, blah. But if somebody is flawless blocking you out of that, then this is going to be your answer, right? So you'll do the 4-4, get your plus frames into that. Well, you want to space it right. 4-4 does push them back. So you'll do 4-4, get a little bit of pushback, and then from that range, you'll go from there. Make sure it makes contact. That'll blow up that flawless block setup. So that one's actually pretty cool. Didn't even know that. We just discovered it literally right now, right before I hit the record button. But if you're worried about flawless block in her other strings and whatnot, there are ways to mitigate that. And then there becomes mind games on top of mind games on top of mind games. This is why Skarlet is, to me, considered a set play character, because a lot of the things that she does just puts you back into that mind game of, am I going to do an attack that you can flawless block, or am I going to, she's kind of like a weird grappler with some zoning, right? Am I going to strike throw you? Do you look for the flawless block, or do you hesitate and then I dash in and grab? That's how you play her. That's how you deal with the gaps. If you can't deal with that, then Skarlet's probably not the character for you. And then as far as dealing with the gaps, the way I have her built is with the parry and the blood ball. It sucks. Blood ball's 2 slots. I know. Teleport is really good, and your mileage may vary. If you want to be a little bit more aggressive or maybe a little bit more zony, I can see picking up the teleport. But this build is built specifically to rush people down and to deal with the gaps. So we have the parry equipped, right? And then when we do the strings that have gaps, we throw the parry out in there. But what's the big one is the blood ball, because the blood ball forces hesitation. And once they start hesitating, then they're going to stop, looking for the flawless block or pressing buttons or anything like that. She really requires you to kind of break the rhythm and be unpredictable, because a lot of her fighting and a lot of her offense is very predictable. Boom, boom. It's very boom, boom, boom. Like, the flawless block gaps are very obvious. She's kind of supposed to be, it looks like she's a character that was designed to teach beginners how to flawless block. And then she was given the tools to kind of mitigate that. And blood ball is a big one because it changes the timing. Instead of going boom, 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 flawless block, right? It's more like boom, boom, and there goes the blood ball. And now it's traveling. And when you can change the speed of it, now they don't know when to flawless block, when to let go of block, when to just neutral duck. If they're fishing for flawless blocks, that means that they're going to let go of blocks. So the blood ball will usually just travel over their body, but that gives you the opportunity to either move in or move out. So it's kind of like a get out of jail free. If you do the normal blood ball without having the ability to change the timings, they can eventually kind of adjust to that. But so with, let me show you what it's like with the dagger dance, right? So you'll do common string is 1, 2, 4, bam, and then you'll catch it. So you just 1, 2, 4, dial in the parry, boom, fuck you. Let me get my healing, right? And you can do that with all of her strings. All of her strings that have flawless block gaps. Oops. Hold on. Damn it. Is this not special cancelable? I guess not. I guess that one you can't, but this one I know you can. And this one, I know you can. And this one, I know. Oh, hold on. You have to get the second hit. Bam, bam. That one, I know you can. Okay, so all of these strings that are flawless blockable, you just throw the parry in there where you know the gap is. So again, like 1, 2, 4 has it from 1, 2 to 4. Bam, boom. You're baiting them to do the flawless block up 2, and you're parrying the up 2 or up 3 attack. And it doesn't matter if they do the up 2 or the up 3. The invincibility doesn't matter, because by the time you've parried it, you've already jacked them up. Now, the other move was the blood ball. That one, right? Boom. We have the slow one, and we have the fast one. Now, these do cost a bar, right? Hold on. Let me do that. There we go. Costs a bar to do the slow one. And, oh, hold up. It costs a bar to do the fast one. So it is a very tricky and expensive, as far as resources go, build, because you are spending 2 slots for the blood ball, and you are spending a meter every time you change the timing. But the idea is you're doing that to kind of catch people doing silly stuff, right? So you can get that, bam, boom. You see how it's slow? If he's set to flawless block everything. Let me see if I can just block mode, block type, reversal mode. I can't get him to just flawless block a specific thing. That's what sucks, is you gotta whiff stuff to do it. But you do her normal stuff, right? Hold on. Well, let me turn that off. I'm just gonna turn it off for now. Reversal mode off. Here, stop. There we go. Why? You motherfucker. Look, it's off. Oh, it's reversal attack. Fuck me. Block attack. None. Off. Fuck you. There we go. So you'll sit there, throw it out in a string, right, and mix it with her other projectiles, and then you can throw out the different timings, and then you can do the fast one, right? It's going to change up the timing, and it's going to make it difficult for them to get in the rhythm of the flawless block. And that's off of everything, right? So you can do it off of that. They'll eventually get used to that, so you can go into, the slow one, really get in there, set up your plus frames, go into that. Once you get them afraid to flawless block up 2 during your strings, that gives you the opportunity to special cancel into the ball, right? The idea is, I know where the gaps are, and I'm going to stick the button out on purpose to get you to flawless block it, in which time I will parry you. Fuck you. And now, when you are scared to do it, I'm going to throw out these slow or fast blood balls to throw off my rhythm and timing to get you to be less confident in your flawless blocks so that you will miss them. And she's got a lot of projectiles to do this. So you can always do, that blood ball, but you can also go into that. That, I believe, is flawless blockable, though. So if you go into that, that's flawless blockable. So you can be careful with that, But you can do that sort of thing, into that into that, and then bam, bam. The secret is to sneak this in there. Boom, plus frames, boom. If you think they're going to flawless block that, right, you get that. You think they're going to flawless block that. We just discovered that, right? So you'll do that, boom, boom. So that's a cool trick. But yeah, that's generally how you do with the gaps with Skarlet, right? When they're trying to do flawless blocks and things like that, is to kind of get them scared to do it by parrying it, by doing it on purpose, letting them get it off, and they feel good. They're like, I flawless blocked you, you fucking red bitch. And then you parry it. Now they're scared to flawless block you. Now you go for shenanigans. Now you go for mix-ups. Now you start grabbing them and putting weird shit on the screen. And now they can't flawless block because they don't know when the move is coming. And what do? You go right back to the stuff that's flawless blockable. And it fucks with them because they're like, holy shit, I was totally ready for that. And then I missed it because of all this other weird stuff all over going on. All this weird timing messed me up. Made me miss the one. And then once they miss the one, now they get scared to do it again. Now they're unconfident. Now you're putting weird shit out, and it's a cycle that repeats itself. That's why I said that the flawless block gap mechanic, initially people thought that it kind of ruined Skarlet, right? Because she has so many and they hurt her so bad. But once you learn how to play around them and you really start to understand the psychological mind games, this character is a very psychological character. She's not about big combos. She's not about resets. She's about, I'm going to put you in this situation where you are not going to believe in yourself. And once you have that lack of faith, I'm going to fucking grab you with a fucking tongue, right? I'm going to fucking grab you with this shit. That's Skarlet in a nutshell, kinda, and how she deals with her gaps and her flawless blocks. At least that's how I do it. That's the build I do it with. You can kind of go without the slow or fast blood ball. If you want to play for a more different style, what's necessary, it seems like, is you just kind of have to have the parry. If you don't have the parry, then you're stuck staggering with one-hit strings and whatnot, and it really limits what you can do. The parry is kind of one of those moves that I believe with Skarlet needs to be baseline, but I guess nothing is ever going to be baseline, or they're never going to add stuff to the base kit, so whatever. It is what it is, but thank you, and if you have any other questions or concerns, you can save them for yourself, because I don't fucking care. But in the meantime, you should like, comment, and subscribe, and tweet that shit. Tell your mama how to play Skarlet, right? Tell your mama how to fucking visit with Aunt Flo every weekend, right? Bam!